I think I got this right. So hey, it's the Abstractionist. I have a new deck. I'm gonna show you guys. This is like the old setup. It was like the new old setup that I had, where like I was gonna put it up here and stuff like that. Anyway, so I bought this new deck, Crow Tarot. So I just put it out like that, and I'm just gonna show you guys, I guess, what it looks like. This tripod is like way higher than this, so what I ended up doing was angling it down, so it's gonna look a little bit different as a result. Also, I have these little things here to keep this cloth on so it doesn't act weird. So hopefully this like goes okay. I just kind of wanted to change it up for me, like sitting here and y'all seeing like what snacks we have in the house. Anyway, so I decided to get the Crow Tarot, and the reason I got it was on a whim. And maybe I can just do it like that. Let me see. Let's do like that. Let's do this instead. Let's just do that instead. How about that? That makes more sense. So I got this instead of like other decks I was looking into. I did order another deck, so it's on the way. It should be here by next week. Hell yeah. But anyway, I decided to get this one, and when I picked it up, because I've been eyeing it for a while, because I have Crow's Magic, the tarot Crow's Magic, and so that's upstairs, and like I've used it before and stuff like that on the channel, but I like have looked at this one, and I kept looking at I've been looking at it for like a year or something like that. The thing about me is either it's a total impulse purchase or it's like something I've been watching for like months, if not years. And I tend to not impulse purchase too much anymore. Like most of my purchases for tarot decks are like very thoughtful actually, but it's still, you know, consumerism. But I've been eyeing stuff for a while. So anyway, I got this deck, and when I picked it up, it was like, oh, you ready to talk to birds? And I was like, what? You're ready to talk to birds? And I'm like, excuse you? But the interesting thing about talking to birds is that I do feel like birds be showing up, or just like winged things in general. So like ladybugs, bees, like birds, shit like that. Like whenever I see like a ladybug, like I know like something's on its way, positive. Like, and I usually be down and out, and I see the little thing, I'll be like, oh, something's about to happen. Cardinals, I see cardinals. That's like a major one for me. And then one day I was in the bathroom and I looked outside and I was like, is that a hawk? And I was like, what the fuck, yo? And then it was a period back, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there, where I was seeing vultures. And I was like, where the fuck are these vultures coming from? Because I was just like, I hadn't seen them. Other things, other little bird connections and stuff like that. When I was younger, the McDonald's that I used to go to, there was chickens in the parking lot. And I guess it was from the house that lived behind the McDonald's, but like, we would pull up to McDonald's and there would be like chickens in the parking lot, right? And then other bird stuff is like there's a bunch of geese around the bank that I go to, and like they just cross the street and you be like, come the fuck on, move across the street. Anyway, but my grandmother passed, and I was like, I feel like the spirit is like watching through these geese, and so I was like okay with it. But yeah, I decided to get Crow Tarot. I don't know what divination is about to happen, about to pop off with this, but I got it. And I feel like a lot of decks that I'm getting now, they're coming at like opportune times, as opposed to like in the past, I did buy a lot more decks because I liked them and because I was watching people. And I was like, oh, this fits me. I had a lot of decks of like druid decks and herb decks, and it's just shit that didn't match my vibe. And now a lot of the decks that I have fit my vibe, even if it's not an art style that I like, they fit my vibe. Anyway, Crow Tarot, created by MJ Cullinane, I don't know. I'm so sorry, MJ, but this is what it looks like. So it comes in one of these little boxes with this little thing that you hold on to so you can pull it apart. Basically, this is the box. This is what it looks like. Right? Crows and ravens. Blah, 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 blah. So we got that. It does come with a guidebook. So this is what the guidebook looks like. And you can open it up and fly through the veil. It's got that section, goes through each one. So each one got to, you know, has its own like page, essentially, maybe a little bit more. You can see with the High Priestess. Right, so roughly a page per major, and then minor. We got that. Minor, roughly a page as well. So there's that. They do have, I think, at the front, did they say they had some spreads? They may have some spreads. Let me see. I thought they did. I thought they had some spreads. Oh, they do. They have them at the back. My bad. Okay. So they do. They have some spreads. They just have them at the back. And so if you're interested in those, I would say check them out. And this is the author. I'm interested in it because I'm getting into divination. I am leaning more towards maybe a little bit of African divination. But birds in general are just birds. Like, people have used them across cultures and they mean different things across cultures, but they do mean things in cultures. So why not go for it? So I'm gonna show you a little bit of art. I knew that this artwork wasn't gonna be necessarily my favorite, but it's got crews in here. So and the good thing about this is, like, this isn't gonna get flagged by YouTube for being like nudity and shit like that. Maybe me cussing, but not that. So major arcanas, sticks. It's like it's not necessarily like pixelated, but it's like if you had artwork and you like smudged it a little bit, like if you put a little filter over it, that's what it looks like to me. Like, it's not clear, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this. It does have, you know, a little bit of, not collage, but, you know, they put them in there, they put them in there, they put other symbols in there. And so basically it's just, it's not on the level of the, what's it called? The Wild Unknown. Yeah, there we go. With Kim Crayons. I like that deck. People like really love or hate that deck. I like that deck. It's just the energy is not human. It's an animal peer, and but it's, you know, a non-human animal peer, and this is kind of the same thing, but I think, I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm in two minds about whether or not this is going to be a deck that's like a personal one that I use for my personal divinations, or are you guys gonna get it? Because I'm trying to figure that out, basically, because this may be a personal deck for me going forward. So yeah, do you guys have this deck? If you do you like it? Have you used it? Are you going to, you know, read with it for other people? Do you read for yourself exclusively? Like, what is going on, right, with that? I don't necessarily like that they have to put the horse in there for the knights, but I guess I get it. You know, like, I get it, but like also it's like, it makes no sense, because it's like, it's not, unless they were going to do like a very like what is it, not National Geographic, but like Discovery Channel, when they talk about symbiotic relationships between animals, stuff like that. But I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's like, this is the review for Crow Tarot, and yeah, like, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you found something useful with this. But yeah, this is the newest deck. I have one in the mail that's coming, and I'm looking at another one. I'm kind of going through my laptop and going through my like favorites tabs for decks, because I kind of just want to clear it out and get all the decks and call it a day. And my practice is shifting. I guess I'll do a video about that, and how I'm going to approach it is going to be shifting as well. I think it's time that I take tarot reading and being a reader a little bit more seriously, and becoming like a vendor at more events. It's about to be, it's springtime now, but it's going to be summertime pretty soon. And I want to read more and be out more in public and stuff like that. And I should start to prepare for that. And then just other spiritual things that I feel like are kind of growing on me a little bit. So that's Crow Tarot and my tarot journey thus far. Thanks for watching.